Well, it's true. It's never been easy to get money for films made outside the studio system. It's always been very, very difficult. But I think now the difficulties have moved into another phase where I don't think there's any going back to the benign. It's really difficult now. The market has redefined what makes economic sense and what is possible for a filmmaker outside of the studio system to function. And movies continue to get made, and I think will continue to get made, and I think there will continue to be very impressive and surprising work to come. However, there's much less money to invest in these films. So the what might once have been, say, a $2 million movie 10 years ago will now have a budget, let's say, of 1.2. That there's just less money. So you have to rethink and reconceive your ideas for movies so that they are viable. The reasons, I think, are clear to most people. The market, the audience has shrunk because, of course, the internet, the Netflix, the downstreaming, the streaming, the downloading, the pirating, the cable TV with 1,000 channels. I mean, it makes it difficult for people to convince people to go out of the home, to spend money as a rival to what they already have at home. You know, so the studio movies seem to still be thriving, nevertheless, because of the way in which they are able to market and exploit their product. But that's not something that's accessible to the non-studio filmmaker. I would never call myself purist here. I just happen to grow up watching movies, loving the form, and that's something that I am still drawn towards. It's not. I don't say I would never work in TV. I mean, it's a golden age of television right now. I certainly would, but it would have to be the right project at the right time and so forth. If a young person today, if I were an aspiring young filmmaker, in certain sense, it's a better time than ever because of the technology that's been created that makes making movies so much more viable. If you come up with the right concept, you know. I've always said that the genius of the Blair Witch Project many years ago was that it looked so shitty, the quality of the look of the film. But if that film had actually had a budget and really looked good, it wouldn't have been so successful. And what was genius was that the concept required a kind of amateur look to the film. And it paid off.